everybody, and welcome to my latest pickups. And I've only got a few items. I've got a brand new console. I've got a couple of bits of Lego, well, pretend Lego, and I've got 4 8-bit computer games, 2 Spectrum, 2 Commodore, and they're all part of subsets. They are crucial to completing subsets. So what shall we do first? I'll tell you what, let's do the Lego first. Considering I'm not really a Lego channel, shouldn't really be showing you these, should I? But I am. If you remember me on about the guns that Arsene were getting me from Shein, I've still got them all here pretty much. I need to take them to my local. I had the M4 carbine, the AK-47, I believe I showed you those last time. The last 2 I needed to do in the gun set is 2 sniper rifles. Now I've been getting these guns because to me they relate to COD, even though these are not, you know, directly influenced by COD. This one here is a Super Magnum. It's a sniper rifle. As you can see, the very small pieces, this set of Lego. I suppose this one is more like the HDR sniper rifle in COD, which at the moment is meta. Meta being the go-to, basically, what you should be using in the game. Everybody's using it pretty much at the moment, including myself. I'm not normally into sniping, but if you can't beat them, join them. And yeah, I've been getting right into sniping. And the next one is a classic for COD. This has been in since, you know, it's been in a long time in COD, as this particular sniper rifle, the Kar 98. Got to be very gentle with these because they're very, very fragile. The amount of times the nozzle on that Super Magnum gun that I've just shown you keeps dropping off, or I keep knocking it. That is unbelievable. I really need to get them to my locker where they can just sit without being touched. Yeah, this is Joe's choice of sniper rifle in COD. She still uses this. It's classed as A tier now. A tier, not meta, but she still does pretty well with it. Yeah, the Kar 98. So that is the guns. Like I said, that Lego pieces are really tiny. It's very easy to lose pieces. Recently, I thought I'll have a look myself. And I went on AliExpress. I ain't got Shein, I ain't got Wish or all like that, but I've got AliExpress, the app. And I thought I'll have a look myself and see if there's any decent Lego that I can find. And I came across this. This will be familiar to a lot of people. I've built it up already. Yep, it's the A-Team van. These Lego pieces are just normal size. Again, it's not Lego, it's knockoff Lego, but they're just as good. They really are. They're just as good. The rear doors open. I won't fully do it because it's everything's a little bit stiff and that. The side door opens. You know, there's little things inside. Little dashboard. Dashboard, yeah, dashboard. Steering wheel and all that, little gear stick. And the roof does actually just pop off, like I say, and you know, there's just little things inside. But yeah, really happy with that. I enjoyed building that up. There were actually, I'm sure there were more pieces on this than there were the guns. Possibly. These stripes are just transfers, they're just stickers. But yeah, really like that. Again, it's going to be a nice display piece. I've got another one I haven't built it yet. But I saw this one, I thought, I've got to have this. This one don't come in a box. You know, it's obviously it don't tell you, it don't mention the name because they can't for copyright reasons. But if you're familiar with that, you will know that that is from Little Shop of Horrors, the musical, and that is Audrey 2, the man-eating plant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to building this up as well. It looks really good. The mouth opens and closes. That's going to be a little bit different. But yeah, all the pieces are inside there in bags. No box to this, but I'm not bothered about box. The boxes I got for these are just going to get thrown them. It's cheap, like, it's not proper Lego, so it's not going to hold any value. And they're just display pieces. And one day, if I'm ever done with these, they'll likely go in the bin. I'm not really going to sell them on. Let's get the new console out of the way. I say new console, it is new, but it's not a console that I've never had before. It's just replacing this goddamn thing, which is, it's a naked PS5. It's naked because it just keeps overheating. And I've read that just taking the side panels off helps, and it has actually. Since I took these side panels off, it hasn't overheated. The trouble was, obviously, playing COD, it'd be in a game and then the system would just shut down. Wouldn't even crash or freeze or not, it just shut down. And this was one night, it happened 5 times. Luckily, COD's got a feature where you can rejoin the game. So I successfully rejoined the game, but 5 times, but just annoying. And yeah, I know it's probably just a cleaning issue, cleaning out all the crap, the dust that's accumulated over 5 years. You know, pretty much non-stop playing, nearly every single day, playing COD. But I wasn't sure what to do. Have I got the ability to strip it down? I've never stripped a PS5 down in my life. And at the time I thought, I can't be bothered with that. So I bought a new one. Now I haven't gone for the disc version. I've gone for the digital slim version. I can't show you the console because it's set up, but this is the outer box. So yeah, PS5 digital edition, the slim. So I've got a brand new PS5. You know, yeah. it obviously don't do anything differently really, but I must admit, when I thought about it, when I was thinking about getting the new one, and I thought, what games have I played that use the disc? Old versions of COD, you know, the older versions. So I thought, I'm not really buying new PS5 games in physical form, you know, and I'm kind of contradicting myself because I hate the fact of consoles going digital. I really do. But you know, I only play COD really on my PS5, if I'm honest. I've been playing other games, obviously, those platforming type of games and that, but COD is the main thing, and yeah, you don't need a disc for Warzone. It's one of them things where, as for the campaign side of COD, I'm slowly losing interest in that. As you know, I played Black Ops 6 and quit it halfway through because it just wasn't the COD that I know and I like. So yeah, I got the digital version anyway, the slim version, just to save a little bit of space. Yeah, and it's all set up, and obviously I'm happy with it because I've got a brand new PS5 that's going to run COD no problem for the time being, for another 5 years maybe. But yeah, that's that. And then we're moving on to the 4 8-bit games. So if 8-bit's not your thing, you might as well turn up now. My camera's actually stood on a PS2. I did have it set up here at one bit. I was going to be playing PS2 games, and I never did. So, but it does need a good clean down. I can see because the rear of the console's facing me, and the fan is hacky. I mean that fan on that PS5 is filthy as well. That's all it is. It must be, because once I took the sides off, I wasn't having that problem of it shutting down. So technically, that, you know, at least it's good to know that it's not a chip or anything that's dodgy. Something that, you know, when I get around to it, when I can be bothered, I'll probably have a go at stripping it down, cleaning it up. I'll have to have a look at a stripped down video on YouTube and just see if it's tricky or if it's easy. I mean, I used to love stripping PS1s down. They're just so easy. It's really easy to do. Anyway, let's move on to the last few games. The games. I'm going to start with Spectrum. There's 2 Spectrum, 2 Commodore, so we'll start with the inferior of the computers. We're going to start with this. It's for the alternative software range. This is Rally Driver. This is available on the Commodore 64, and I'm pretty sure I didn't show these last video. Now I'm thinking to myself, did I? I don't know. Rally Driver, it's bland. It's very bland. I mean, you think now what? Well, particularly like PS1, PS2 era, we've got Colin McRae rally games, which are really good. Some of my favourite racing games. Rally Driver is very bland. Black road, green sides. Though it's not showing it in that screenshot, that could be a different version. But the Spectrum version has purple mountains in the back. The very few roadside objects that come past. It's very, you know, we're not talking many frames per second. The Spectrum really struggles with a serious simulation game, a serious racing simulation game for starters. Think checkered flag, you know, it's pretty much that. Except there's no other cars on the track, obviously, because it's more of a time-based game. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, when the Spectrum were out and people was playing the Spectrum, that's all there was. We didn't have much choice. Then, you know, fair play to the coder for even attempting it. It's like with flight simulations. You think to yourself, why did they do it? But I suppose they had to have a go, didn't they? They had to have a go. Next we've got this, which is not available on the Commodore range of alternative games. This is Butch Hard Guy. I really hope I didn't show you these last time. If I did, then I apologise. But Butch Hard Guy is it's a platformer. You've got to rescue these imprisoned POWs. There's robots running around. It's a platforming game. I don't think it's the worst I've ever seen. I've never played it, but judging by what I've seen on YouTube, it's certainly not the worst platforming game. So let's move on to Commodore 64. We've got two games here. We've got, first one is Prison Riot. This is on the Players Premier label, and it's a platformer. But the Commodore, I don't know if they've just straight ported it from the Spectrum. Even the Commodore uses monochrome graphics. It's very, I'd say it's very similar to like Joe Blade. Split screen from side on view. Clear graphics because obviously they're monochrome, but yeah, bit of a lazy port, I think. It's basically a riots broken out in the prison, and your job is to, you know, round up the ringleaders and restore peace to the prison. Yeah. And then lastly, this one, it was quite well received really for the Commodore 64, but it is hard as nails. And it's a side-scrolling shooter. It's a spiritual successor to Sanction, another rock hard shooter. This is Delta on the Kix label. This required a lot of dying and basically remembering what attack wave is coming next and how to deal with it. That's really all it was. I remember playing. I mean, we played it quite a bit, me and my mate at the time. And there was not far into the game. There's a section where it just scrolls at an incredible speed, and there's just like barriers, and you've got to maneuver your ship. It's rock hard, very hard game. You know, it's not the best. I mean, this was originally released by Thalamus. This is just a re-release on the Kix label. But they did a way better shooting in Armalite. Did Thalamus a lot better. The soundtrack's better than the game in my opinion. Yeah, very much like Sanction, Rob Hubbard soundtracks. Or was it Galway that did Delta? But yeah, I actually used Delta, a bit of Delta soundtrack when I used to do my retro game revived lockup show. So yeah, but you know, it's one more to the Kix collection. Kix collection is just, I think it's just as big and as hard to collect for as the Squads. So, but yeah, I'm happy with those. The nice little additions to my subsets, and I kind of took my eye off the ball really for collecting from my own collection. I've been, like I say, I've been busy with these Lego sets. I've been putting a lot of my money, like if you remember me on about it last one, into buying games to sell on for the market, so you know, keep a bit of stock rolling. But yeah, I need to pull my focus back in a little bit and get some more games from my collections. I need to even the balance of funds of what's going where. You know, the collection started to drop and other things took over, but let's rein it back in, and we'll get some more. We'll build up, particularly the alternative software collection for the Spectrum and Amstrad, because obviously I haven't got that many games in those sets. So we will rein it in, pull focus back, and we'll do that. We'll concentrate on that, and that's all I've got to show you. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you when I see you. I've gone off boil again with Rum and Retro Games stream. I'm terrible, and again I need to pull back and refocus and keep on track with things. Trouble is, I get so many different ideas and I move on to something else. I get bored really quickly or something. Terrible. But anyway, I say thank you for watching, and until the next one, till next time I see you. See you later.